What is going on, guys? DragonTurnBlade here, back with some more Elder Scrolls Legends. We're going to be hopping back on the ladder of some Action Assassin today. I do want to address, I guess Monday through Wednesday's videos. They were kind of max salt level. I had a string of incredibly bad games. They all were recorded on Monday. Incredibly unlucky games, and partially some of the games I was just playing terribly. And I couldn't get more than a couple wins in a row. And I'm still struggling towards the end of the season, even though I'm trying my best to try and hit rank 4 before the season resets. But I kind of had to take a step back and think about kind of this as a whole.
May the fates smile on Khajiit.
It wasn't just obviously I know you guys don't want to watch somebody complaining for 20 minutes of video, so obviously I need to improve in order to provide videos of any sort of quality. But not only that, I had to take a step back and kind of look at myself of part of who I am is I'm a very competitive person. You could take the stupidest little game in the world and I'm going to want to be the best at it and I'm going to want to win. So that's partially where I'm at with this game. Is I'm looking at it of there is a game where there's a winner and a loser. I want to be the winner all the time. So when I can't do that, I not only get frustrated at the game, but I get frustrated with myself because I want to win. But not only that, I had to take a look at I play this game not because I'm ever going to be some sort of superstar at this game, or I'm going to be like on all the pro circuits or anything like that. I play this game because I honestly and truly really love this game.
Never outsmart me.
Which means if I'm playing this game because I love it, then during times when there's bad spells, I need to kind of just not complain and play because I love the game. And that's where I'm at, is even when I'm going through these losing streaks now, I'm going to try my best to just play the game because I like playing the game and not because I always have to win all the time. And obviously the ultimate goal is always to win, but if that can't always be the case, I'm going to try my best to stop complaining about it. So, that's where we are. Continue playing Action Assassin. I still think it gives us the best chance to try and hit rank 5 or rank 4. There has been a bit of a, I guess you can say, learning adjustment with playing the deck. It's times that I've kind of been either misusing the Hex Mage or using my zero-cost actions at the wrong time, or it's still something that I'm constantly learning. But I'm doing a bit better with making sure that I utilize my burst damage at the right times. Probably kill him and finish off him if I had to guess. Or just finish, swing. That's okay. So we're going to be able to get another Hex Mage out here, which is going to help with our burst. And we'll just swing into that. Now next turn we have an 8 damage lightning bolt to face if we want to use that, but I kind of try and hang on to my lightning bolts till I'm a little bit closer to lethal. We can do 16 damage next turn, prophecies notwithstanding. But I'm hoping that maybe we get some ice spikes or something like that to kind of go in a different direction. I don't want to use the lightning bolt until we need to. Although, with all the control monk running around, I definitely want to be ending the game sooner rather than later. But we shall see. Shadowmere's a decent pull for him. Obviously not what he wanted there, but it's definitely a solid pull. Alright, so let's get this damage in. I'm sure we're going to hit a javelin soon. Let's get our damage from this. And we have the option of going face here to take him down to 4. I don't know if that's something we want to do. It's obviously risky. The safer quote-unquote play is to lightning bolt this. And I think it is probably the smarter play as well. I think we're going to do that. It's not going to quite give us all of the face damage that we had the potential for before, but provided one of these two can stay alive, we can still swing face and then maybe pop a couple actions next turn for the win. Hopefully. I don't know. We shall see. I'm sure, this being Control Monk, he has plenty of answers in hand. He draws into another Shadow Mirror, so he's going to be able to take this out. And I'm guessing he has a finish off for this at this point. He's drawn too many cards to not have a finish off. Or Territorial Viper. If that's his best answer, that's not the worst thing. Obviously, we're starving for cards at the moment. I think this is a reasonable play. If nothing else, it baits out his Javelin, which he may or may not have. I feel like he has to have one at this point. And we're just dying for an Ice Spike next turn. We've got about a 1 in 12 chance of Ice Spike. We've got a... how much do we have left? 1 in 19 chance of Lightning Bolt. Okay, so we can't get light. Now we're not gonna be able to get lethal without Lightning Bolt next turn. Ally is nice pull there. We are gonna hit with the Shackle. Let's see what we can pull. The Schemer isn't ideal.
Let's do this.
Let's just keep flooding this for now. We're leaving ourselves very weak to a Dawn's Wrath. But we gotta start trying to work on countering it. I feel like he needs to hit something with this. He may hit in Leaf Lurker this turn. That's a real possibility. But we're in a kind of desperate situation where we've run out of gas and we need desperately to find some more. Down to 1 Hex Bolt. Not Hex Bolt, what am I saying? Hex Mage. I was looking at Firebolt and Hex Mage. Okay. Even top decking Lightning Bolt won't help us here.
My sword hand itches.
Okay. Smugglers can help us at some point.
Dead men tell
Take
no
that out.
lies.
I don't want to use all of my zero cost stuff right now. So I think we're just going to get rid of that. Maybe suppress this in Healing Hands. Still kind of struggling to see where we're going to go from here, though. I'm hoping that he'll pop a rune this turn. This hasn't been a super traditional control mage, but control monk, but I'm sure he's got answers coming. Heroic Rebirth does not bode well for us. Heroic Rebirth has a tendency to give your opponent whatever the necessary legendary was. Here's to hoping he got garbage, though. There's not too many terrible unique legendaries, unfortunately. That's the reality of that situation. Let's see if there's a Leaf Lurker here. Oh, he's a Cliff Racer. That's okay, though, because we just ate a lot of resources there. Maybe we draw a Firebolt, and we can... we draw a Finish Off. We'll get Shaman out. Play the Retreat, and we're going to have to kind of wait a turn to get moving here. Next turn we can Curse Finish Off, which will trigger that and get rid of that. Or if he plays something big, as long as it's not a Manticore or Marok, we'll be able to kill it. Probably we'll try to Heroic Rebirth again. We're going to lose that, which would usually be a pretty bad tempo play, but we had nothing else to play that turn. So it's not the worst thing for us. is not boding well for us, though.
I hate this crown. It's damn uncomfortable.
That's kind of okay. Hopefully he pops my rune, because we need all the cards we can get right now. Hopefully he doesn't have to finish off with this. He's not going to swing. We're going to draw our Arcanist.
The ambition of the Telvanni knows no bounds.
Put him out of range for that. Kill that. Swing there. I think we're going to Daggers in the Dark, just so if he wants to take out the Shaman with Vicious Dreg, it's going to wind up trading. The main reason why I wanted to get Arcanist up to 5 is if we do get a swing on face with Arcanist, it puts us in range of Lightning Bolt for the win. But all of these legendaries are making me quite nervous.
May the ancestors bless us.
And he's going to get his Crushing Blow back. He's going to be able to Crushing Blow our Arcanist. Hopefully we get a good action. Shadow Shift is not going to help us. It'll help us cycle a little bit. We'll see if he wants to go face. The card draw might actually help us. We are in desperate need of some cards.
The ambition of the Telvanni knows no bounds.
Get another Arcanist.
The
We'll just
ambition
lay
of
him
the
down.
Telvanni knows no bounds.
That puts us at 6 if they both stick, which again will put us into Lightning Bolt range for win. We still only used 1 Lightning Bolt, so we have about a 1 in 15 chance of drawing it. One of these is bound to get a Leviathan soon. Oh, that's not too bad. He'll probably deal it to himself. What would we like to see here? Ice Spike into Lightning Bolt next turn. I'd love to see him pop some of my runes. My main goal is to get him into Lightning Bolt range, or Schemer's a nice pull right about now.
Can't you see I'm
Let's swing first, see what we get. Malefic Wreath? I don't think I have to care about that yet.
Nice try. Care to
Pull
go
Thieves
again?
Guild Recruit. We'll pull another Elusive Schemer.
Nice try.
This is
Care
some
to go
decent
again?
cycling we're doing. So that's lethal in this lane. It's also Dawn's Wrath in that lane. I think we hold on to Malefic Wreath just because I'm sorry if you can hear that upstairs. My sister always loves to blast our music. We're gonna get an action from this. He only has 3 cards to answer this lane. As long as one of them's not Dawn Wrath or Immolating Blast, we're in pretty good shape. Even with a pretty good guard, I feel decent about our chances. Especially now, Sanctuary Raid almost... Okay, as long as it's not Sanctuary Raid, I think we have it. I mean, as long as it's not Dawn's Wrath. I think he has to go face here. Let's see.
History
He's gonna go
shall
for it.
remember this day.
Ice Spike is great for us. I think we're gonna be able to put this away this turn. Now, what's the better way of doing this? I think we swing. Let's just go for it.
Gotcha.
That's gonna be a jab. Okay, we still have an Ice Spike. Into another Ice Spike. Whew.
That was fought
So I
well.
feel like I probably played that last turn kind of poorly.
Less
I probably should have
damage.
Sanctuary rated. Sorry, I'm gonna text my sister real quick to tell her to turn that music off, just in case you guys can hear it. Sorry about this. But apparently she's deaf and can only hear if she's blasting her face off with sound. As you can see, we're getting almost close to being able to hit rank 4. Let's get one more in for this episode and see how it goes. When you guys are watching this on Thursday, I will be at the New York Jets draft party. I don't know if any of you guys are football fans, but I do go ahead and suffer my Sundays during football season with the Jets. Gigantic fan, season ticket holder. Yeah, a lot of investment into a lot of disappointment, but I love football, so it's okay. Let's see who our next opponent is. I wouldn't mind being able to snag a bonus round and maybe winning it. Haven't seen one of those in a while. It's kind of curious the way the logic for bonus rounds happen. It kind of tends to be when I see them, they wind up being like 3-4 in one day, and then I'll go like weeks without ever seeing them. I don't really know what the requirements are to receive a bonus round. So we match up against a rank 2. That doesn't necessarily mean we're going to lose, but it is not a fantastic sign for us. Playing Crusader. We'll see. Nothing we can do but to play. No play turn 1. Turn 2 will probably be Navigator, unless you play something that really warrants being firebolted.
Come and warm yourself.
Okay, so this is looking like it's an aggressive list, which means we're going to want to start hitting the ground running here.
Honor and praise.
We won't draw anything. There's a chance he plays a charge creature or a sharpshooter scout to take this out. But if this is an aggressive list, every turn we have him not going face, I think is a victory for us. Yes, he is going to be playing Skeevers.
Time to fight.
And he does have that charge creature. Alright, we're going to have to get moving here. Hopefully he burns himself out of resources fairly quickly. Definitely want to get Shaman out. Some of these lower health creatures, these more aggressive creatures, don't always have super high health to deal with this kind of stuff. Black Dragon is a rough thing to find happen here. But we will just go ahead and swing and go Shaman. We can Firebolt the Black Dragon next turn, and then trade and curse. Crushing Blow hurts. We're going to lose the rest of our Arcanists from the deck. But at least it serves as pseudo deck thinning for later on in the game. Speaking of deck thinning, let's thin it a little bit more.
What have we here?
Let's play our Navigator.
The winds favor us.
We will draw a action. We'll get a finish off, which would have been nice to have before this turn started. And we'll just take care of that. We're going to have to double trade soon. But we're hopefully setting up for maybe Hexmage Market plus Swindlers soon, maybe?
Follow me.
Definitely just need to keep burning him out of resources. Having a curse here would have been amazing.
My scales are in shadow.
We can fish for a curse with Ally, which I think is decent.
Let's shed some light on
We
the
will get it, so that's pretty huge for us. We're going to be able to prevent him from getting any more Firebrands. And we will just take that out. Against this kind of deck, you need to starve them out of resources and then just punch them. So let's see if we can pull it off. If he pulls another Skeever out and a raiding party, so he's going to be able to take out my little guy, or he's just going to go on that lane and go for the face. Okay.
Attack.
So we'll draw a Hex Mage, so we're getting close to being able to set this up. I just don't know if we're going to be able to survive long enough to set it up.
I have you now.
Here. Let's go Skulk. Shadow Shift. Smuggler's Hall. So I think I'm just going to throw out a market for now because of that Smuggler's Hall, so that next turn we can get a little bit of health back if we survive. Which is looking like our only real way to do this. Now we have 2 Smuggler's Halls ready to go. This is getting real bad. Let's get our damage in. Hitting a Prophecy's worst case scenario here. He's got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. He's got plenty on plenty on plenty of damage on the board. We can go Peddler, Curse, Smugglers, I was kind of hoping for one of those Septim Guardsmen right about now. What does he have on board? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I don't think we're going to be able to get there. We have a small hope of getting a Prophecy, but even then I don't think we have it. We won't be able to get enough burst on him. But if we do manage to live this turn, which is even less likely now with Divine Fervor, we would have been able to double Swindler Smuggler next turn. But that deck just out-aggressived us. That was an excellent deck for the current meta. He just definitely had it better than us there. So, 2 decent games. We're not in a terrible position. We're halfway through rank 5. Hopefully we can finish that off. But we are going to go ahead and end this episode here. That first game was a little bit long. But as always, thank you all very, very much for watching. I'm Dragon Tamer Blade, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.